Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So the first part of our video, we talked about our love story, how we met and who said I loved you first, meeting each other's families, and even me moving to San Francisco. But this part of the video, we wanted to walk you through a little bit of advice on how we make it work being in a long distance relationship, because it's not easy.
No, it's not.
It's a lot of work.
Easy, no.
So I guess the first thing that we both really can agree on and say is that communication is the number one thing that we use to make it work.
Because you're not even in the same place anymore, so it's like communication becomes a lot more important, to make sure that you guys know what each other is doing at any given time. So, or not at any given time, but like more often than you would if you, because we were used to being down the street, basically, or around the corner from each other, to now being on two different sides of the country. So
I think us knowing each other's schedule, like when he was working his job at Target, I knew his schedule throughout the week, what the hours he worked, Monday, Tuesday, or whatever. He knows my class schedule, he knows my work schedule. So if we're not responding to each other, then we know, like, oh, she's obviously in class, or she must be at work, or he's obviously at work or at the gym or something like that. So I think us knowing each other's schedule definitely helped. Technology, you the man. I mean, I don't even know.
I don't know how people did this before. Like,
back in the day, like
FaceTime and all that existed. I'm like, those are the real MVPs because
it's hard. Like, it's hard. So we get to FaceTime each other on Google Duo.
Yeah, because she has an Apple and I have an Android, which is the better of the two. It's like, I'm just kidding, because neither one of them are paying us. But I have an Apple. She has an Apple and I have an Android, so we have to use Google Duo. Yeah, because I don't have FaceTime and she will never let me forget it.
Yeah. So that helps us a lot, is being able to FaceTime. Marco Polo, which is a video messaging app, because sometimes we can't talk, or I have like a lot of stuff that I need to say because I'm the talker. So usually I have a lot of stuff to say, so I'll just record it on Marco Polo, send it to him. He can watch it later. He can watch it whenever. So those two apps help a lot. Of course, texting and talking on the phone is definitely a plus. So we definitely communicate as much as possible, because it's hard. But we don't talk all day, every day, because we want to have stuff to talk about at the end of the day, because then we'll be bored with each other. Just getting home
or making dinner or
I'm getting settled in. So sometimes we don't talk every day, and that sucks, but it's okay, because we knew like this is gonna happen, and we don't even talk every day when we lived at home. So that we work through that, and that part's okay. Trust.
Oh yeah, trust is a big thing.
Trusting each other and knowing that when we're not talking to each other, that doesn't mean we don't want to. It just means that we really can't. So I don't even think I would have made this move if we weren't in the place of our relationship that we are in. We are definitely best friends first and foremost. Like, we'll always be friends, but he's my boyfriend too, the love of my life as well. So we trust each other enough to know that this distance is not going to be, if anything, it's making us stronger. It's making us appreciate each other a lot more. So trust, that's in any relationship. When you're across the country, trust each other. Know that it's going to be okay. And
also trusting in the fact that, the other one's not messing around on me or anything, because we're not in the same state or anything like that. Like that, you just have to have that complete trust in one another to be able, really, honestly, that's such a big thing, to be able to make any relationship work, but especially a long distance relationship.
I think you should even go back before even moving and discussing, like, we had to discuss before I even applied, like, audition for graduate school. If I end up somewhere, is this going to be okay? Are you going to want to travel here? Like, how we had to go before, like pretty much a year ago, and start talking about what was going to happen if I ended up in a place that maybe he didn't want to move to, or maybe it was pretty too far for him to travel to. So it's a lot of discussion. It's a lot of talking that goes into it before I even thought about making this move really happen, when it was just a little seed in my mind before it actually really happened. So discussing and talking, and that's super important. I also would say, what else could we say?
Just being supportive of each other's successes and things like that. Like, because, you know, you might feel like, oh, they're doing super well where they're at, and maybe you don't feel like you're doing as well where you are, or vice versa. And that can become kind of, you know, a weight on your relationship. But you just have to be supportive of each other's stuff, basically. Whatever they're doing to take them to wherever they went to, like, you just have to be able to really be happy for them, even though you know it means they're not going to be with you. But like, you should always care about your partner's successes, and that's a really important part of it as well.
Yeah, and we also communicated on like seeing each other and how often we would visit. He was luckily able to fly for free for the beginning of my school year in San Francisco, because his dad works for Delta, so that was real lit. So we agreed on once a month seeing each other, so he was able to come see me September and October. In November I came home for Thanksgiving, and then of course for Christmas and winter break I'm home all of January. So we still plan on keeping that up, seeing each other once a month, so we get at least like a weekend, maybe 2 to 4 days. Like the last time he came, he stayed for like 4 days. So we try to make sure we keep that up, because you still want to see them a lot of the time.
And we're fortunate to be able to be in that situation, because we know that there are some people that don't have that option, and like maybe they can only see each other every 3 months or every 6 months or whatever it is.
That was another part of me being comfortable with moving, though, like knowing that he would comfortably be able to see me once a month, and that of course we strive for more time, but the base is once a month, and it goes by quick. Like it feels like a long time, but then you look back and like, oh wow, it's already been a month. Like, okay, let's get it lit. Definitely, I love what you said about supporting each other, and because there are things that I'm doing that he isn't, there's things that he's doing that are pretty cool too. But you just also like the arguing about things, and if you didn't argue about stuff that bothered you before, if something bothered you before, then don't let it bother you now just because you're away from each other. Like, there are times where we don't talk as much as I want to, and I get really upset, and like you want to take it out on that person, but it's not their fault. It's just how things work sometimes. So I would say all that to say it's just not really to take it out on the other person, because you can't fight him or her. We can't fight each other. It's the problem that we're fighting. So you want to be a team, a united front against whatever the issues that we miss each other. That's usually all it ever comes down to, is I haven't talked to you, I miss you, I want to hug and kiss your face, and I can't, so now I'm upset. And you just have to like talk through it, calm down a little bit. Maybe you can't talk to them right now. There's been times where I'm like, let's just talk later, because this is like a tease for me and I need to go away and come back. But you really have to like calm yourself down and understand, like, it's not him, it's not even you, it's just it's really just the distance that gets to it. Because I would say like 60% of the time it's harder than easier for me. I don't know about you, but about 60% out of 100 I'm going through it more than I'm happy about our distance. But
I'd say a little bit 50-50.
Yeah, but I don't take it out on him, because this is initially the idea that I had, and I wanted to do this, but you can't be taking it out on that person, because he's fighting this fight with me. So
just always remember like why you are with that person, like why you love that person, and what it is about them that you enjoy, and even made you want to do this in the first place. And like try to keep that close to your heart and in your mind when the times come that you're thinking to yourself, why did I do this? Oh my gosh, this is so hard. Like, just remember why it is you even care for that person enough to be putting yourself through this in the first place.
And remember the end goal.
Yeah.
Because we do have an end goal. That it's a reason for all of this. So remember that for sure. And my advice to you, because I don't know, you guys might not know yet, but Dion has decided to move to New York. He's going to start a new job. That's actually where we are right now.
Yep.
We are in New York City. Not necessarily his new apartment, but something like that. But my advice to you, babe, for moving away from home and starting a whole new life, is to just be patient with yourself. Be patient with the process. Trust yourself and know that I love you so much. I'm the emotional one, guys. But we are proud of you, and you're doing something amazing, and you will be okay. Okay? I'm the emotional one, obviously.
Hey guys, thanks for watching our video. I hope we said some things that reached out to a couple of you folks. Please like and subscribe to the video. If you didn't like it, well, get your life together. Go ahead and press that bell too, so you can always know when we put up new videos. And remember
to always stop and smell the roses. Bye.